once I realized that I can construct anything that I want, the question is, what is it that you want to build? What do you want to put behind the screen? And the obvious answer is an entire universe full of minds that we can actually talk to.
A simulation.
Yeah, but
maybe that'll come later in the conversation.
There's also this question, is this what we are in, a simulation? So when I look at the world, do I perceive more than a screen, some surface, some kind of systemic boundary that I use to make my models over which I project my model of reality? And so to me, in some sense, reality is not different from a screen. That means there is a structure behind the screen, and I cannot know what structure it is. The only thing I know is I can describe it via state transitions, and it produces regular patterns. So the universe is some kind of pattern generator. And because all the pattern generators appear to be in that class, we cannot construct any others. It follows that we can build a thing that produces the same patterns if we have a system with sufficient resources.
Well, I'd like to come back to the simulation hypothesis, but for now, are you saying that as soon as you became interested in artificial intelligence, it was an interest in generating these simulations, or you had more modest aspirations at the beginning?
I was never very modest. I don't know how that works. I also suspect that a lot of the humility that people have is either meekness or it's an act. It's. I also don't think that immodesty is good in any way, but I was more ignorant than immodest. I was just not seeing the difficulty. It was an interesting question. What is the most interesting question that I can work on? And the most interesting question I can work on is, what is reality and what are we? What is the mind? And so this was the most interesting question to me. And I never really stopped asking why, and how. And soon noticed that the books end. Right, you go through the library shelf and you read all the books that are there on this topic, and they don't give you the answer. They don't explain to you how the mind works. And you realize, oh my God, it's an open question. And also, if we actually could construct it, we would understand it. And I don't see a reason why we cannot construct it, except nobody got around to it because we just invented computers and they're still so small, and we are just barely learning how to deal with them and to write programs on them that can learn and make sense of reality.